I ever got super rich, I would have somebody that presents my balls at like galleries and stuff like that, like places of importance.
Like an announcement? Like that announces it, or just bring it out and show it to
I would
everybody?
have my balls in like a little pouch in my, jeans or whatever, and then it had a separate pouch that opened up just to see my balls. And they would show them with like white gloves and everything.
Red carpet that rolled out or something like that.
They would have a red carpet that would roll out, and I'd walk up and they'd be like, oh man, who's this important person? And then they'd just show my balls to people. And that's all I want.
Well,
it's all I want, Tim.
I know, but I think an announcement prior to get everyone's attention probably add to that.
Yeah, okay, so a trumpet person with it?
Yeah, exactly, like a fanfare prior
to.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Oh, now I need a crier.
Yeah.
There's a fucking, there's a court jester doing cartwheels down the red carpet.
I already have a 3-person entourage.
Juggling balls.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have a juggler too. So a 4-person entourage right off the bat.
You could probably.
It's gonna get expensive quick,
something
man.
You could pull off, I'm sure.
Yeah. Welcome to the SKIDS Podcast. Energetic Hip Hop 8303.
Yep, that's the theme.
Yeah, that's the theme song. Is that really the theme song now?
I think.
Well, no. We had a theme song.
This is it, dipshit.
Well,
no, this is the opening song.
This is the opening.
There's
I guess the theme song's a different one, yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, I'm Shane Kopke. I am here, as always, with Tim Gage and
Kevin, goddammit.
Just Kevin, goddammit.
That's me.
That's McNichols. So, welcome to the show.
Thanks for attending to the show, and we appreciate everybody with your feedback and everything. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate all of that.
We don't get a lot of feedback, so
don't hear a goddamn thing from not a one of you.
I was about to spit that out. Thank you.
Actually, it's either nobody or we get,
haters.
Three fat, useless
You guys gotta remember, hate is what drives things.
Yeah,
You don't see a lot of praise on the internet.
No, in anything really.
No, but you never did before. See, that's I think that's the misconception that people seem to have. They think that like before the internet, things were great.
No.
I remember growing up.
We know more about shitty stuff.
Yeah, because we can see it now. Because now it's on TikTok and fucking on Reels.
It's on the palm of our hands.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of TikTok, I got that gal I was just telling you about who's telling me the end of the world in 2 years. She had like little or no followers whatsoever. But I was like, fuck it. I want to see what this gal's got to say. She had 3 videos. It's been a day. She's got like 40 videos now. She just constantly.
Yeah, that's how people make it on TikTok.
Yeah, you just
you put out as many videos as possible. You get one big hit, and then people start following you.
Right.
And then some of your videos are really good after that.
It's a day later. She's already put up her website to donate or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow.
No, it's good. I mean, it's a weird
it's
business
fear-mongering
model.
for sure.
And there's a lot of people that will probably believe all that bullshit.
No, that's what that's why I was like, why not?
I believe it.
Why not? I'll drink the Kool-Aid. Fuck it. Where are we meeting? That's basically what I want to tell her.
It's Hail Bop.
Yeah. Time to take a nap. Get your shoes on.
That spaceship is still there on Hale-Bop.
Red Dead Redemption.
It was so fucking cool.
Still haven't found that part.
Oh, really? Yeah. It was a really neat part.
Just been playing the shit out of Mortal Kombat. I'm learning how to play as Smoke. That guy's a fucking maniac.
Yeah. No, I like Smoke. I remember Smoke.
Great,
yeah.
dude.
Where there's smoke, there's
Wasn't
fire.
he a robot?
At one point.
In Mortal Kombat 3, he was both robot and human.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you could unlock his secret other form by, I think.
And that was just like, it was just like Sub-Zero and whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
he was
gray.
And probably the best ninja in the game. Him and I think Ermac.
Had the coolest fatality, too.
Well, not even...
Blow up the planet.
Well, that was one of them. His fatality for the human form was different. I think it was tearing your head off.
Oh, okay.
But his human form was Scorpion, but 5 times better.
In the aspect of what? Visualization
No,
or just ability?
his abilities. Everything.
Oh, well, yeah.
He still had Scorpion's Spear. He had Scorpion's Teleport. But he had a combo launcher that you could launch into more combos. Oh. Scorpion didn't have that.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing I hated about those type of games is when someone discovers the combo stock. What was Killer Instinct had the combo thing. It was fucking cool.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
Combo breaker.
They could go combos in Killer Instinct up to like 150.
That's what I mean.
Hits.
That's what pissed me off about those games. That was basically the killer for me. That's after Killer Instinct. I say that, but Tekken No, Tenshu.
See, but Mortal
No, it
Kombat
was
always
Tekken.
had
Wasn't that
Tekken.
Yeah, Tekken had something like
Tekken
that.
had combos, yeah.
That's
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Actually, I still need to get that arcade one up. They have the
that was
Killer
pretty
Instinct
fun.
one.
That was a
It
pretty
was a
fun.
great fucking game. My favorite was the werewolf.
But
Or the
Saber,
skeleton.
Saberwolf.
Saberwolf
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
fun.
What was the skeleton's name?
Spinal.
Spinal. That guy was a
Yeah.
badass too.
Oh, yeah.
They were terrible.
Glacius was cool,
I'd
too.
kick your ass with Jax. The guy with the guy, the boxer.
Oh.
Was it Jax, wasn't it?
No, Jax is in Mortal Kombat. Jax is the black
TJ
dude.
Combo.
TJ Combo,
yeah,
that's
that
it.
guy
Yeah.
I'd fuck you up with, man. And then there was the Orchid, the gal that did all the fucking.
Beat Orchid, I
Yeah.
think. And
Dude,
then
I love-
Jago was the sort of ninja Bruce Lee.
Hey, what was that other one? Primal something.
Primal Instinct.
Was it Primal
Primal
Instinct?
Rage.
Primal Rage. There we go.
No.
Yeah,
The
you're right. Primal Rage.
Rage was the ones where they were climbing on the fucking building.
No,
and
that's
shit.
that's just Rage.
That's just Rampage. I
Rampage.
think.
There you go, yeah.
Primal Rage, though,
Primal
was
Ra-
with dinosaurs.
Yes.
And
It was
like,
from the same
you know,
guys
I'm
that did
trying to
Killer
remember.
Instinct.
I'm thinking of it. Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
they
you're
used,
right. You're right.
I forget what they used for the models in that.
Clay
but
animation, I thought.
I think
Yeah.
they
yeah,
did.
that one was clay animation. I remember that one.
Same
And
with,
then
like,
and then they put a digital footprint over top
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
And then Clay Fighter did a similar thing with the
I don't
the
remember Clay Fighter. I
animations.
remember the
Oh,
name.
Those were fun.
Do you remember Bushido Blade?
Oh, fuck yeah.
And how
I used to
pissed
play
off-
the hell out of that game.
Do you know how pissed off Jake would get at me when we'd play because I'd always pick the character that had Shuriken?
Oh, you kill people from across the...
Well, no, I'd watch him go to swing and then I'd just throw it while he's swinging.
Interrupt his
and,
attack.
and then he would just die because remember in that game it was like one-hit kills.
Oh, yeah. It was... At the time, that was like one of the more realistic.
It was
kind
the
of
most
fighting
realistic
games.
at the time. Like nothing else was that
Why
realistic.
did they never make another Bushido Blade?
Dude,
Those things
did you
were
ever play
fucking
Bushido
awesome.
Blade?
no, I never did Bushido
So
Blade.
Bushido Blade was a samurai game.
Yeah.
Where you would get in sword fights, sword duels. But the thing is, in the game, if you didn't block and you got hit, you 99% chance would die on the first hit because
Hey,
it's
that's
a
the way to do
fucking
it.
sword.
Yeah.
Right? Every
Makes
once in a
sense.
while, you would make it out of there, but you'd be
Yeah.
weak as shit and wouldn't swing as fast and shit.
The sword fights were like when you did get into a sword fight,
They were epic.
They were
If you-
epic.
if you were
and
good at
fucking,
it-
like ferocious. You know,
Yeah.
it was
That'd be kind of cool.
But they
yeah.
had some characters that had shuriken, fucking throwing stars, right?
Wasn't that called Shuriken?
Shuriken?
tomato.
Whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm American.
Well,
Fuck
I'm
you.
thinking that when you say Shuriken, I'm thinking Shuriken. Fucking.
Okay.
What was that? The guy that shot fire.
Hadouken.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
That's Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Yeah, that's what I keep thinking.
It's the
of.
one out of all the fighting games that I hated.
Yeah.
I hated it because I don't like the comic book aspect of it. It looks like comic book characters.
Oh,
I didn't
the way-
like
the,
that.
The
There
way
it
it
is.
was like 32
The animated.
bit.
Yeah, no, the animated. The animation I didn't like because I didn't like the. Because I started with Mortal Kombat. I thought we were gonna go. I thought I was gonna break into an American speech and like jets would fly over my
That
head.
was Ryu that did that, huh?
But
Yeah, Ryu
but-
and Ken. I think
Ken and
did it
Ryu.
too.
the main reason I didn't like the Street Fighter games is I started with. Why do you keep fucking playing this shit?
Because you said the jet flying over your head.
He's doing all right. He's kicking up his game, bud.
Finally getting
Good
something
job,
right, and
Kevin.
I'm mad about it. Fuck him. Anyway,
Keep it going, bud.
but Mortal Kombat, I played that first, and then I saw Street Fighter, and I didn't like it. Yes, it had cool like combo stuff,
Yeah.
but I didn't like it because I was like, I don't get to kill people.
Yeah.
I like the whole Mortal
heard-
Kombat fucking killing people.
I heard the new Street Fighter was awesome.
I've heard it was great
Yeah.
too, but I just like the Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's been
But
fun
you
as
guys
fuck.
never
I
did
love Mortal Kombat.
And
Tekken or Soul
Oh,
Calibur?
Tekken! Both of those were
I didn't
awesome.
do Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur
I did
was
Tekken.
fucking
Dude,
dope.
Me and my friends used to play the Soul Calibur
I did
drinking
Virtua
game.
Fighter.
Virtua Fighter's great too.
Virtua Fighter was fun.
Yeah, we did this Soul Calibur drinking game where you'd fight, and then every match you lost, you had to down a cup of beer.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
like half a
We
can.
called that Joy and Sorrow.
I thought Kevin was going to be like, cup of cum.
Everyone filled it up.
But Kevin's like, the catch was I was alone.
Oh no, I lost again.
I keep losing and winning.
Dad, I lost again.
Uncle Jack.
No, Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack's back.
No, you were doing Mortal Kombat. I finally patched Starfield. Got its first patch a couple days ago.
They
Fixed a
did one
bunch of things.
One for Mortal Kombat 2.
And
so.
the only thing that I'm bitter about that they fixed are the money making glitches. Of course.
Well, of course, they're going to do that.
There's
And they
They
always
want you to actually
rebalancing.
play the game.
Well, yeah, but the glitches they didn't fix are the ones the game breaking ones. Well, we're
Of
waiting
course,
for
it's,
some.
it's Bethesda.
Well, that's probably because those are actually hard to fix.
Yeah.
The
it'll
other ones are
be-
super easy.
Yeah.
It'll be the modding community that fixes those.
But
Yeah.
I've
They always do.
what is it? The storyline. I beat it, but I didn't beat it because it's one of those things that you can continue the story if you choose
Sure.
to.
So you can still do side quests and all that
Well,
shit.
what was it? Not to give too much away, but you can basically restart at a higher level. Essentially,
Yeah.
so it gives you the
Like every game.
Kind of
is
like
But
a New Game Plus mode.
What's
for-
really
like,
cool about what I'm
the
noticing is
Dark Souls games.
Yeah, yeah.
because it's you play by a storyline. How you interact with other characters affects how the storyline goes, right? So it's like, well, I wonder what happened if I would do it differently this time.
Yeah.
So I like that you can do that, and also the characters are all the same, but you're not the same. Like you're a different character,
Right.
Okay.
and kind of a mind fuck at the very end of it.
What's
It's like,
the problem with that?
oh, I fucking loved it. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. That's
You
why
look concerned
the
when you said
replay
it.
the replay of that.
Which
That's
is
what
weird.
I was putting it off. I didn't want to beat the game. I
Yeah.
didn't want to get to that last.
No, it was
part.
the same feeling when we
'Cause
played
I didn't
Elden
want-
Ring.
I didn't want to.
Right? When we played Elden
Yeah.
Ring, we were both like, I don't want to beat this
Yeah, because it'll be over.
because the fights are so satisfying when you win.
yeah,
Because you're like, okay, this is the 14th time I've tried this boss fight, and I think I have the timing down on this part.
That's the same feeling you got from Dark Souls too.
That's what Elden Ring is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a Dark Souls
Yeah.
game.
well,
Just
that's
open
that's
world.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd to anybody out there who's into it. Starfield was amazing, and I hate space games. I never really liked first-person space games. I thought they were kind of slow and dull. And
well, I mean, it's
but
basically
holy
Fallout
shit.
in
As you're
space.
playing Star Wars
I
a
fucking
bunch.
well, no, that's a saga. That's the whole point
a
of it.
different type of space game.
It is. It really is because
You're flying in space. You're right.
no, you take
so different.
Like what was the one where you had build ships and stuff like that, and you could man your own starship. What was it? Starship? What the fuck was that
I
called?
have no idea. You don't have a
But
phone or anything.
it was a
to find it.
space-based game, and it was basically you
Is
could
it-
literally fly from planet to planet and get in.
Is it newer, older?
Well, it was an older one, but I
I
tried it
don't
for about
remember it.
maybe a day, and I hated it. It was PC.
Oh.
And it was a huge fucking game at the time because all the nerds really loved it, and I hated it.
Privateer? I don't think you can build your own
it's-
ship. But you
no,
can't go all over the place.
This one was it was something like where you manned a ship and you manned a crew, and basically it was almost like you were a Star Trek.
Maybe it was called Star Trek.
No, it was definitely
was it
not
Star
that.
Citizen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Whoa,
Something
whoa,
like
you-
that.
the way
Yeah,
you
thank you
shook.
so much. That I was at the tip of my tongue, but it was something
Yeah,
similar to that.
Star Citizen.
Where you
okay.
could play like two different roles. You could be the alien or the human or something like that.
Hmm.
But anyhow, I never liked those. And this is the first time I found a game similar that I really enjoyed.
See,
I got into it.
I'm not big
into it.
sci-fi type stuff.
Oh my God, it's
sci-fi.
amazing.
I never have. I mean, the only thing that came to mind when you were talking about that was fucking the Tim Allen sci-fi movie.
Galaxy Quest?
Yes, I fucking love that.
That's a great fucking
Such a
movie.
No,
goddamn-
StarCraft. That's what it was.
StarCraft.
StarCraft's awesome.
StarCraft. That's one I couldn't get into.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a real-time strategy. If you don't like those
Yeah,
types
well,
of
that's what I
games,
was
then you wouldn't
expecting
like
with this one.
See,
and it's
I-
not that at all.
Oh no, this is Fallout or Elder Scrolls in space.
Yes.
basically.
I loved real-time strategy games.
I hate those.
I do too.
fucking love
I
Tom
love
Clancy
real-time
series.
strategy.
I fucking hated.
Well,
I
Tom-
fucking hated
Tom
all
Clancy
that.
Clancy, a
isn't
real-time
real-time
strategy.
strategy.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? That's the only way you can do
No,
your things.
do you know what
real-time
real-time strategy is?
StarCraft and like Warcraft.
Where you have to,
and-
like,
and
So you're
control
talking
people.
about a completely different game, then,
Command
right?
and Conquer is a real-time strategy game.
All right, you have to fill me in there.
Do you
'cause
know-
my
okay,
idea
so-
of
it's like-
strategy is like
it's
having
like-
to set up a whole
No,
situation and
it's like
send your men out.
top
to do shit.
down,
So real-time strategy is third-person, over-the-top view, generally.
like isometric.
And
yeah.
so what you're looking at is all of your units, and you can control where they go and what they do.
Fucking lame.
Those
yeah.
are fun as fuck.
Fuck those games.
I love those games.
That's fucking stupid.
Dude, those
Dude,
were
fucking
so
awesome.
much fun.
Dude,
'cause
the
you could
Dawn
sit
of
and
War
build
games were
bases.
so badass.
You had no control of what your character did.
No,
though.
That's
you
not
do
true.
though. You control all your characters. You
Yeah,
control a
but
whole
could
army.
you go down as that one person and shoot a gun?
No,
no,
but
that's
that wasn't the
fucking
idea.
lame.
You're the commander.
You're the
Fucking
fucking
lame.
general.
Yeah, you're the general.
So
controlling
You're the idiot
all
that
the
wants-
Of course,
armies.
you guys are into. You're all fucking, especially Shane. You're the general. You can tell people what to do. It's a fucking awesome game.
Dude,
You can just send people to their deaths,
Yeah,
man.
I bet you get off on that one, Shane. I
I
have no
hope-
doubt in my mind that you
I hope
love
I
something
do
like
win the
that.
lottery. I'm seriously buying you.
Can't do that anymore.
I can do it. I can do it.
Bought this baby cash money.
Another game I love, Total War. The
I
Total War
already
series.
said that if I ever got
fucking
super,
awesome.
super, super, super rich, I would have somebody that presents my balls at like
galleries and stuff like that, like places of importance.
Like an announcement? Like
No,
a
no,
guy that
they-
announces
no,
it, or just
no,
bring it out
I
and
would,
show it to
I would
everybody?
have my balls in like a little pouch in my, jeans or whatever, and then it had a separate pouch that opened up just to see my balls. And they would show them with like white gloves and everything.
red carpet that
Yes,
rolled out
red
or
carpet.
something like that?
They would have a red carpet that would roll out, and I'd walk up. They'd be like, "Oh man, who's this important person?" And then they'd just show my balls to people, and that's all I want.
Well,
That's all I want, Tim.
I know, but I think an announcement prior to it to get everyone's attention probably add to that.
Yeah.
Like a-
Okay. So a trumpet person with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like a
the-
fanfare prior to.
Oh,
Hear ye, hear ye.
now I need a crier.
Yeah.
There's a
that's what I
fucking-
mean.
So I've
There's a court jester doing
I have a-
cartwheels down the red carpet.
I already have a 3-person entourage.
juggling balls.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have a juggler too. So a 4-person entourage right off the bat.
You could probably.
It's gonna get expensive
that's
quick,
something
man.
you could pull off, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my balls would always have to be like I don't know, get Botox injections into them to make them smooth.
Be fucking weird as fuck. Uh-oh, we're detecting another wrinkle. Call Dr. Sfonz
Oh,
again.
man.
Get him in here. Get
No,
that taken care of.
That's so yeah. I'd run your life.
No, well, yeah, we've announced. Yeah.
No, that's just what you think, which is odd to me.
What's that?
That you think that I would be a tyrant.
Yeah, you would.
I don't get that.
Well, that's just how you would.
Kevin doesn't see that.
Well, Kevin's all about that fucking money, dude.
No,
he can give a flying fuck
Kevin-
as long as there's money involved.
when have you known me to be a tyrant?
Yeah, Kevin.
Not really a tyrant.
No,
I
we'll
mean,
get in arguments, but we have
Yeah.
arguments based on points.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is you would never get in an argument again.
Well, yeah, because
ever.
I would win
Oh, yeah, we
every
would.
argument.
No, you wouldn't. That's just the point, right?
No, I would get in arguments because
You
I'm
would
not
try
changing.
to.
You fuck.
Well, that's what I mean. You would try to get an
No,
argument.
if
and
you
everyone, yeah, sure,
if you
Shane,
cunts
you're
would
right.
change over
You're right.
money, you're a fucking douchebag.
And you telling me that wouldn't happen, Kevin?
Kevin, he would sit firmly on that fence, firmly.
It's comfortable up here.
I'm telling you.
This is why
the moment someone give you static, you'd pull that fucking thread, dude. You know
I
you
wouldn't.
would. Yes, you
This
would.
is no, I wouldn't because I'm not a fucking douchebag. You
Well,
fucking idiot.
Say that now.
But no, this is why I want the Civil War in the U.S. to happen, so I can see
Well, we're
Kevin
getting closer.
sit on the fence for the entire thing, and then go, "Oh, you're winning." That's the side I'm on.
Go Hawks.
Yeah. It would be 100%. Look, you're right. That's probably how he is with sports, right?
Yeah.
He's probably watching a game like I like hockey. He'd be watching a hockey game. He's like, who scored last? That's who I'm rooting for.
Right.
Oh, the other team now scored? That's my team.
That's a good percentage of anybody that follows sports, in my opinion. Yeah,
No,
you
I
get
have
your
one
die-
team.
Well, everyone. I don't have any team. Well, if I could say I
used
had
to
a
in
team, I don't. I don't. I mean, it was
Mine's
the LA
the New
Raiders,
Jersey
but it's-
Devils.
It's not anymore.
New Jersey Devils through and through.
See, I don't know what that's
hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the Red Wings.
No, I
because
hate the
everyone
Red
follows
Wings.
the fucking Red Wings.
I hate the Red Wings.
Who was the team that Gretzky played for?
He played for the Kings and Edmonton, and he also technically played for New York Rangers and the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah. So
But
follow the name.
no, I like the Devils. I liked one particular person on the Devils at the time too. Like that was my favorite player, and it was because he played so close to the line every game, like of what's legal and not legal in the game. That I loved that. I loved that about him. He would be a guy that you hate if he's on any other team, right? But if he's on your team, you like him.
It's a Shorzy, or that one guy that had the movie, 2 movies.
Oh yeah.
That was a really good one. What was it about? He
I
was,
think
it was
I've
a
only
punk
seen
name
the
or something
second
like
one,
that.
Goon.
Goon, yeah.
But I think I've only seen the second one.
Oh,
Fucking
good.
awesome. Those are so
I've seen the
fucking
first
fun.
one.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, preseason just started for hockey, and the Devils fucking looked great in the last 2 games that I watched. Well, I didn't get to watch. I watched the highlights of them because they don't.
Who has the time, right?
No, they just don't have them on regular television.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
preseason.
We're coming full circle on that too, aren't we?
What, television?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They're putting ads on Netflix now, commercials.
Oh yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
So the whole reason of getting a streaming service is you pay for it, so you don't have to watch ads.
They're going to have a higher tier where you can pay to not
That's
have
what
the
I
ads,
mean.
yeah.
But
So
that's the thing.
That's
You
like
do
I
it-
said, we're coming full circle
It's not
from
that
cable
we're
TV.
It's not that we're coming full circle. This is how business works. Business goes, oh, we're making money, and then they bloat themselves so much, like a glutton,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go, oh shit, we need more cake.
And so they got to take your money.
Well, yeah,
that's how
'cause
it works.
you gotta remember-
it always works like that in
Yeah.
every business that I've ever
Well,
seen that get big.
Because they think of it like this. The big corporations think of we always have to be expanding. If we're not expanding, then something's wrong.
Yeah, if you're not
You
moving
know, and
forward,
you
you're moving backwards.
Yeah, so you have to keep
If you're not
making
first,
more
you're
and more
last.
money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's right,
the way
Ricky
they
Bobby.
do it.
frustrating about that, though. Like I said, I don't like cable TV because I don't like watching commercials. Granted,
Yeah.
there are commercials that I really enjoyed back in the day. Fucking
well, that was
there
one
was
of
some good ones.
That was
Sure.
one of the reasons to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Was because the commercials were great.
They did a whole series of
Also,
just Super Bowl commercials.
there were a few Super Bowls where I was way more interested in the Bud Bowl than I was the Super Bowl. It's like, oh, which beer's gonna win this one?
Well, the Puppy Bowl that they started
didn't
doing
care about that
recently.
shit.
And then there was the chick one.
They had Kitten
Bikini
Bowl, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although Kitten Bowl sounds like something you get at a Chinese restaurant. I want the Kitten Bowl. It's a number 6, right?
Haha. Because Asians cook cats.
That was the joke, Tim. Oh, wait, you're doing Kevin. I get it.
No, I was just helping Kevin out with that
Kevin needs a handler.
one. Yes. That's all that.
Would
fucking-
make my life a lot easier.
Well, I just think you're so far on the spectrum.
Everybody is, for
handler.
fuck's sake, dude.
It's
Everybody's on the fucking spectrum.
I'm
That's
in
so
my head
stupid
most
they
of the
decided to figure that out.
What?
It's dumb. It's dumb. I think it's because it's almost like a badge of honor for people now. It's like, well,
Oh,
I'm on
yeah,
the spectrum.
no.
It's- why?
Or they go, like, I have ADHD and I'm also slightly autistic. And,
Yeah.
and you're like, cool.
So what?
You seem normal until you said all that shit.
Well,
What
that's
the fuck
just
is
it.
going on?
That is normal. That's just it.
But that's the problem is people now have to try to identify with, like, what disease do I have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's the. Yeah, that's
what's my
exactly
new
it.
disability? I saw one thing that was so fucking terrible. I forget what it was. Damn it. I need to remember it because
Is
it
your
was fucking
ADHD
great.
kicking in, or
It's not ADHD. It had to do with somebody saying something about, they were like pro-abortion, but then they were like super mad at somebody for trying to fix a child. Like,
oh god, yeah, that's a hypocritical.
it
group,
was like,
in my
but it
opinion.
was so weird. It was like that they were somebody was trying to give
save
their
the
kid,
babies until they're born.
No,
and then
but yeah,
give up on
give
it.
a kid like a certain drug that would cure what they had, and they're like, oh, you're just an ableist.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you talking about? Like, what parent is like, I want a kid that doesn't have any ability to do stuff later, and if I could fix it, I would. No.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild that some people are so into their ideology that they would be mad at somebody for getting a normal child.
Right. Yeah, it's
It's
not
fucking
not the way
crazy.
God intended.
Tribalism.
Well,
It's
yeah,
the name
that's
of
a-
the game today.
That sounds like Mother Teresa. Everybody, that's me and Kevin were talking about Penn and Teller's Bullshit after
Yeah.
the show last week. That's the only episode that they don't have. Like, they've scrubbed that episode.
Oh.
There was an episode, I forget what the name of the episode, but it had to do with, it's called Holier Than Thou, right? Was the name of the episode.
Yeah.
And I think it was season 1, episode 4. And you can't find it. And it's because it was talking about Gandhi, Mother Teresa.
I heard they were shit people.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
They were absolutely shit people. Gandhi, one of the things he would do was he would lie in bed naked with a bunch of like 10-year-old girls to prove that he wasn't going to fuck them. Like, that was a question from everybody. They're like, would you fuck a 10-year-old? Like, that was the first thing on their mind.
No, watch.
Try to reconcile
Yeah.
that logic.
I was like,
Come watch me.
this is the weirdest, like, that's odd reasoning, dude.
I didn't come.
Look,
Fucking Jesus, man.
so that was one thing that he did. And then Mother Teresa was terrible because she would, like, go to hospices and people that needed drugs because they were dying. And she would be like, no, God wants it this way. And it's like,
Yeah.
that's one
So
of the
they
things she
died
would do.
in
So they would
agony.
die in absolute fucking agony from
Yeah.
like cancer or some other shit. And she'd be like, no, this is how God wants it. And you're like, man, the only thing I can hope is you have something worse. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, my counter to that has always been, well, that's why God gave us the smarts to make medicine. If you want to go that aspect, you
Yeah.
want. I mean,
Yeah.
And that
if that's the
episode,
avenue you want to
Yeah,
go.
what
you
is-
can only find little cuts and segments of it. You
and that's the
can't
thing.
find the whole thing.
That's all I've ever been able to find because
Yeah.
Showtime doesn't even have it on their.
No. They have it listed, but you can't.
Yes, it's
you
listed.
can't
That's
watch
the
it
weird
there.
part.
Yeah.
Is it's listed. listed and just scrubbed, and it's because they got so much outrage from people because of that episode.
Well, what is it?
like,
75% is still religious people in the States?
Well, that's what
It's
they
like,
say, but I
okay,
don't buy it.
You're
Yeah.
getting
I just
mad
don't.
because
Not in
someone
a
is
real
telling
way.
the truth about something.
Yeah.
That's what's
Well, it's not-
always fucking.
It's not just that they're telling the truth about somebody. They're telling the truth about somebody that people were told was this saint.
Well, yeah, we're
essentially.
idolized, basically.
Yeah, basically completely idolized. I mean, like all of India when Gandhi died, like was like at his funeral.
and it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
that's
crazy.
the problem. It's like
All
every
1
single
billion
human,
people.
Every single
And those
human
10-year-old
is-
girls.
Yeah, every single human's
And their
flawed,
children.
which would mean that these people would also be flawed. It just depends
Yeah.
on how
Well,
what kinds
the
of
other
flaws
thing
do
about
they have.
Gandhi was he was super fucking racist, super racist. Hated Africans, hated Jews. Like I mean, just
But he was
all-
considered like basically a saint.
yes. And that's the thing. It's like, look, I get it. You know,
People suck.
well, and
I get it. I hate them
not
too.
just,
but
not just that people suck, but yes, people that you sometimes people that you look up to have shitty fucking aspects to them.
yeah.
You know, something that happens here is people go, well, the founding fathers were terrible. Like,
Yeah.
But they
some
also
of them
did
had
good
slaves.
things.
It's like,
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, but they also set up this framework so we could actually have a decent
Yeah.
place.
It's like
you know.
nobody is all good or all bad.
fuck you,
They're
I am.
a mix.
I'm the kitty's titties, man.
But you also got to look at things though. Like I think the founding fathers were. It's a little different because they were more of a product of their time.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I didn't
absolutely.
hear a lot about how fucking Thomas Jefferson or George Washington was like, watch all these little children I could sleep with in my bed and I won't get an erection. Watch,
Yeah.
watch. So they didn't do
Well,
shit
yeah,
like that.
That begs the question: is let's say 50 years from now, what product of our time are we representing now?
Well, what would be considered bad now?
It's
Well,
going
that's
to
what I-
change again.
yeah,
you
that's
know,
what I
so
mean.
so 50 years from now, people are going to look back to this time and look at some of the stuff that we do in
And
this
just
era and go, like,
immediate-
what a bunch of fucking sick pieces of
they
shit.
just
Right,
immediately look at Tim's beard and they're like, oh, that fascist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Something more that bizarre. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, energy drinks, those fucking maniacs. What are they doing? Do they know that kills children or something? There's some
No, that's why we have the forest dwellers now. The forest dwellers are a whole different group of people.
Jesus. What was it? The whole sex thing with the Universal? No, not Universal Soldier. Oh, how they did the whole. God damn it, Sandra Bullock.
And what?
Oh,
Demolition Man?
Jesse James?
yeah, is it Demolition Man where they couldn't have sex?
Oh,
They-
Yes,
they put a
that
ring
was
on their
Demolition
head.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
actually happened in a couple movies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But like they didn't like fluid transfer. or whatever.
Right, yeah, because of the STDs and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What does that have to do with the conversation?
Well, no,
we were
but
having?
that's-
How were you saying
he's-
that's
Oh, that
becomes
was
taboo?
example. Yeah.
the new
because
thing.
one of the things like those maniacs, those barbarians, how could they do something like that?
I don't know, man. Just free ball it.
Well,
That sounds way better.
or the kids at the arcade and Back to the Future.
Yeah, which that
Oh, that's just
that
a
would have been gone by that
baby's
time.
toy.
Now, actually, technically, I guess at a place where you got shakes or whatever, you might find an arcade game in one of those.
Well, and
now.
that little shop that was supposed to be like a retro '80s shop, you know.
Yeah.
True.
So that
They
It was
did
a-
have the-
It was a boutique or something
Yeah.
like that.
They did have the game from the 80s and
Right.
everything. What game was that? That was a
It was.
was a
Quick Draw,
shooting-
I think is
yeah.
what
Yeah,
it
I think it was Quick Draw.
I think
yeah.
it was just called
You're
Quick
right.
Draw.
Uh-huh.
I remember that game.
Yeah, I do too.
You have to use your hands.
Yeah.
That's for babies.
Yeah.
You're like, you never jerk off?
Yeah, that begs the question: what will be considered?
It could be anything.
I'm betting gender's out the fucking window in 50
I don't
years.
know.
Out the fucking window.
You're crazy.
Honestly, there's a big backlash against that.
Of course,
been
there
building.
always will be.
Well, no, I'm saying because it's become so prevalent, there is
Not just prevalent.
enormous backlash that is now growing.
Yeah,
because
Tim,
of
I
it.
think that you're watching too much TikTok. Is what
well,
it is.
Yeah, I am.
I really do.
I
A lot of that shit comes
I'm
from
not
TikTok.
arguing that one fucking bit.
I
but-
100% think that you're watching too much stuff of the algorithms feeding you.
right?
And and so you're just getting your confirmation bias that way.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think that's what's going
a lot
on.
of it too comes from my kids and their experience.
Yeah,
at school.
and I get that. We don't have children, so
yeah,
Right.
you know.
There's a lot of it that
And
I'm
there's-
still considered
that's-
a bigot in my
Well,
kids'
and
eyes.
that's a popular thing to kids of that age now, and that's what they're being taught in schools and being taught by
That's what I
other
mean.
friends
In 50
and things
years,
like
that's
that.
going to trickle down. That's,
Well, I remember for the longest time, you know how you're talking about in your kids' eyes. For the longest time, when I would go to Portland, I was considered like this super right wing guy. But in Vancouver, I was considered like this super left guy, and I was like, "How the fuck is this?"
Isn't
Like,
that weird?
I'm the same fucking person
Well,
both
also,
places.
Right.
It's
people change
so
as they
weird.
grow up too. So like, I used to be a fucking full-on anarchist when I was younger, like punk rock. Totally.
I
into
never
the
saw
punk
you
rock
that
thing.
way.
But that's what my mindset
You had long
was.
hair, and I think you wanted to be Blade.
But my mindset, my political
didn't?
stance was anarchist. And
That's why you kept
I am
dressing in blackface
not
every
like
week.
that.
It was weird.
I'm not like that at all anymore. And
Well,
it's
because
just-
anarchy is a dumb system.
Well,
too.
I get it, but still, his kids are going to grow up and they're going to change their beliefs.
Well, another thing
as they
too
get
is
older
the
as well.
stats that have been coming out is more kids are now conservative.
That's true.
There's actually an uptick in conservative children.
Yeah, but I don't know why I said but to that, but
Well-
I think
Like what he was talking about depending on where you live. Like we're in the
You
Pacific
just
Northwest.
wanted to argue.
Well, we're in the Pacific Northwest where it's super.
But
super
Kevin!
left.
wait.
I don't have anything.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard that there's been an uptick of kids
There
being
has.
more
They-
conservative.
Yeah, I've heard that from a few different podcasts.
but they're also,
they-
I'm sure
they-
they're the ones that are labeled as bullies, though, too.
Not necessarily. I mean, you can label anybody as a bully.
Well, again, because you disagree
I think we
with me.
need bullies.
Well-
Look, I don't think we need people that are fucking beating the shit out of everybody. But I think in order for a child to develop some sort of character, I think that helps.
Yeah,
It
so that's
can.
important to you, character?
Yeah, I think people having character is pretty good. Yeah.
It
I
is
think everybody being the same robot and saying the same things. What is that movie where
Multiplicity.
the kid stands, or the guy, there's a speech going on. Yes, we're all different.
David
And
Does Dallas.
And the guy goes, I'm not. He's the only one that says that out
I
of this
don't know.
entire group. And like all these people that are claiming they're different are saying the exact same,
same thing.
as the entire group. And it's a crowd.
Yeah, I don't
Forget
know what movie
fucking
that
movie
is,
that's
but
from.
iRobot.
It's not iRobot.
But that's
Wild
how
Wild
it is,
West.
though. That's what,
What?
it is
Wild
like
Wild
in
West.
an echo chamber. Everybody is just recycling the same
Yeah.
ideas and spewing the same rhetoric, and But you step outside that.
I don't know how Kevin would know any of this with that fence.
I read.
Kevin's like, I want Donald Trump back because he builds walls and I can sit on them.
He did say he was going to build a glorious wall from sea to shining sea.
He's
You know how much fence sitting I can do on that?
I forget which comedian was talking about it. He's like, did you guys know that there's already a wall? He's like, I've been there. He's like, I didn't know. Oh, I think it's Shane Gillis. He's like, yeah, I've been down there. He's like, there's
That guy's
already a
up and
wall.
coming, too.
Dude, he's
Holy
gotten
cow.
pretty
Well, I
fucking
think also
big.
the
Yeah.
walls like basically just sections.
We're talking
and
about
stuff.
Shane Gillis now. We've moved on.
Yeah, we
Okay.
keep up.
Actually, you want to watch a good comedy special? Watch that one. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
It
that's his
starts
new one,
kinda
right?
slow,
That's the
but
one
it's
where
good.
he.
It's so good.
That's the
Yeah,
one
I
where
like
he,
his-
he pissed off the entire
Australia.
the entire
Did
continent
you
of
watch
Australia.
that one?
No, but I read about the backlash about that from
His-
Australians.
But you read about it in a different circle.
that
Yes.
kangaroo.
It went the opposite way.
It's like this is exactly how the
Counterclockwise.
kangaroo looked. And he did that perfectly. It's like, if anyone's seen the video, he knows exactly what I'm
The
talking
one with
about.
the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squares up with a fucking kangaroo.
Dude, that video is crazy.
Yep.
It's fucking wild to see a dude just go up and like, fuck
All right,
that.
let's do
I mean,
this.
the dog was in a headlock.
Right?
That's the crazy part. I didn't know kangaroos could put you in a headlock.
Did you see the fucking muscles
Yeah,
on
look
that
at their
damn
Yes,
arms,
arm?
though.
they're monsters.
Yeah.
They look like fucking like they're gonna be like, what's up? I bet I could fuck your girl. And
Right.
you're like, dude, I haven't.
probably
I
could.
just walked in. What are you
They're
talking about?
fucking experts at hand-to-hand combat.
No, you don't want
Well, they
the
got
feet.
that third,
the feet is you
that
don't
third
want.
leg too. Their tail, they can balance on that shit and fuck you up, man. They're
the-
not to be
and
trifled with.
The legs, the claws.
Yeah, the talons or whatever
Yeah,
you want
they
to
have
fucking call
fucking
them. They can
sharp
split you
ass.
open.
Yeah, I think a few people die a year
Don't
from
you-
that
I
shit in
believe it,
Australia.
man.
Don't you dare say you didn't like Kangaroo Jack, motherfucker.
I didn't. I never watched it actually, but I did watch Crocodile Dundee. That was a good one.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Penn and Teller. We're back to that one again.
Oh, was that Penn
That's
and Teller?
Penn.
That was Penn.
Oh, it sounded like your boy Kevin. It sounded like the Infowars guy.
Yeah, frogs gay.
Yeah. Sounded like him.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like Penn. But I know who you're talking about.
No,
I don't know why I can't remember his name.
It's the fucking Matrix we're in here, man. I'm telling you, my house is an epicenter for some weird shit.
Yeah, because you're here.
Yeah. I
think it's you.
It's probably me.
See, this is what I don't get about people. They'll
What?
go from place to place and go, it's always the same. You're like, no, it's always you.
Yeah. You are the same.
Take you out of the
everywhere
equation.
go.
It's
So
all
much-
different.
It's so much easier for me to blame my exes, you know?
All of them for the exact same thing. She was always bitching about shit. I don't remember what because I didn't listen.
Yeah, so-
Probably you not listening is what they were bitching about. I don't know. I didn't even remember.
No, it's a penis size. That's usually the complaint.
Oh, they're like, oh, man.
Scissoring again?
I mean, I don't know. I guess, can we rub clits? Is that what we're
Scissor
going to
me,
do?
Xerxes.
Essentially, that's what it was, and I'm not very good at it.
Yeah. That was actually one of the funny lines from The Machine.
The Machine?
Yeah.
What's...
The Machine, the movie that we
I
watched.
know, what line? What are you
The
talking
one
about?
where he goes, I'm from Florida State, and I could we do 3 things: fight, fuck, and
Drink. Yeah,
and he's
I know.
like, I'm not good at fucking.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I
So
remember
that was one of the funny lines. Like, so we watched The Machine. Kevin didn't.
You got to sit through it. It's good. I mean, it's not...
I
not
thought it
what
was
I
okay.
expected, Yeah.
I thought it was okay, and like
edited terribly.
Yeah, there were some spots where I was like, why'd they pick that edit?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't line up with
Him with
anything.
his dad, all of a sudden they're standing over there
Yeah,
hugging. He's like, what
it's
the
just
fuck
weird.
happened there? Yeah.
Some of the edits were really weird. I loved all the little hidden jokes that if you listen to like Two Bears or if you know who his wife is and shit like that, there's little things in there, like the part where they're under the bridge and it just says Tom is fat. It's Tom Segura, you know. And the fact that his wife's in like one of the early scenes in it.
Yeah, the neighbor that they hate or she hates.
Yeah, I invited all the parents, even the ones I hate.
Yeah.
And then he's like, so, hey, how's it going? Fucking bitch. And it's his wife. It's fucking great. So, like, if you know who he is, there's certain things where you're like, okay, that's good.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So there were definitely parts, and there's some good laughs in it.
Yeah,
But
there
I
is,
think
kinda.
what it was is I think it was trying to be too much, like, instead of it trying to be a good comedy, it was trying to be a...
Hurtful?
No, it was. I think it was trying to be a good action film, and I was like, "But that's not your goal here. This is supposed to be a good comedy."
I will say that the one shot 3 kill.
That was fucking hilarious.
That was pretty fucking.
That was
funny.
great.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That was out of
And
nowhere.
some of the jokes that came from it
Yeah.
were pretty good. Like, well, technically, you killed 3 people. It's like, I don't need this right now.
I'm not gonna shoot somebody. I'll shoot him in the leg.
Yeah, no, there's definitely. So, Kevin, give it a watch. Let us know.
No, I really don't want to care about your opinion about it, Kevin. To be honest with you, I mean,
Yeah, you'll
let
just-
Shane know. But
Actually, you'll just repeat what we say.
yeah, it'd be like, yeah, I really like that part there. It was like-
Kevin, if I want to remember how I felt about this, I'll just ask you.
That's exactly how it would go down too.
I know, like the early conversations
It's fucking.
where Kevin just
I have my own thoughts.
where he just kept repeating everything I said, but like in an affirmation way.
That's what I mean. It's not like like he wants to be the first to say it, but it's last. You know? It's like-
He says it just a split second late, and he's like, "But I sound like I'm doing right."
yeah. There's some charm to it. Let's just say that it's
Oh,
endearing.
so is it? It was season 3, episode 5.
Yeah,
the Penn and
yeah.
Teller episode.
Episode
And that one was
5,
called
season
Holier
3.
Than Thou, right? Yep.
Yep.
Right there, Holier Than Thou.
Yeah, you had the title right.
Back to this, huh?
Well, it was dude. That's probably my favorite. Like, I don't know, what would it be called? Reality type series? I mean, I guess it kind of is,
I
or
mean,
docu-series.
kinda, it's like a docu-series.
Yeah.
And it's Penn and Teller.
yeah,
Penn and
Penn and
Teller,
Teller's
yeah.
bullshit. It's fucking amazing.
Great show.
Well, so they're just basically ousting people.
Yeah, well,
no, outing would be better.
Yeah, outing-
Ousting is like kicking them out.
yeah, and debunking
Outing
things.
is kind of showing them to the light.
yeah.
You know, so
Like they do a whole episode on Scientology, I think, where they just
well,
totally
didn't
rip
Jesse
Scientology
Ventura do
apart.
something like that too?
Yeah, but
Similar. to
Jesse
that?
Ventura, I don't think he has the charisma
Oh, of course not. I'm not saying
You know,
that.
I loved listening to his interviews because he was crazy.
Yeah, dude's batshit.
I don't know if you watched the one.
Baja.
He did one on what was it? I
Did
think
you know
Opie-
that steel beams don't melt?
He did one on Opie and Anthony, and Jim Norton was like, "You're a fucking loon." And finally, after a few minutes, Jesse just got up and he's like, "That's it. Whatever, tough guy."
Oh, I saw that one. He just fucking walks off the show.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck you." It's like I don't even care. You're a fucking douchebag. Well, that's you wouldn't say that to my face. You're like, I'm fucking saying it to your face.
Yeah, he was a tough guy back in the day, wasn't he?
Well, he
I ain't got
always
time
talks
to
about
bleed.
being a Navy SEAL. He was never technically a Navy SEAL.
Really?
He was a what is it, CB? I think, or what were those called?
The CBs? Isn't that
No,
a Boy
not the
Scout
CB.
thing?
No, it's something else. No, not. I
The
just said what-
CBGBs?
Yes, he was the CB. He was in Three Dog Night.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, well, that makes more sense.
No,
then.
he was in. Fuck, what were they called? It was the predecessor to the SEALs.
Huh. Okay.
But they didn't do the same shit.
It was all desk work.
Yeah, he was a clerical person.
Pushing too many pencils.
He ordered stuff. He's like, "We're out of Post-it notes." Well, I'll get the Post-it notes.
Were they the underwater demolition teams?
UDT? No.
That's not, you're not gonna find
That's the
out.
Frogmen.
Yeah,
That
he
what
was
the Navy
technically a
SEALs were.
frogman, but he wasn't. He was never actually a Navy SEAL. Navy SEAls came in like,
Oh, here we go.
was it the 70s?
Nope. Yep. He was a frogman.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Neat.
before the SEAls.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, Jesse.
Yeah. No, a lot of people have outed him and stuff, and I think what was it? Chris Kyle punched him in the face.
Yeah, like in a bar or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Why?
Because Jesse talks a lot of
He
shit.
talked some shit.
Okay.
He's known for it. I mean, because he's known for like saying a lot of crazy shit. He probably said something about 9/11. That's probably why
Which
Chris
he
Kyle
does.
joined the fucking
Jet
Navy.
fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, the government fucking did it. Fuck you, Jesse," and then probably punched him. That's my guess, because it was originally in his book and then had to get pulled out because
Yeah.
Jesse sued
I
him
think
over
I
it.
don't know, but him and
Oh.
Chris Kyle had kind of this like hate for each other though.
They were
he,
secret.
he
They
probably
were actually in love.
he probably was just talking shit about Chris Kyle personally, and Chris Kyle probably fucking just
Possibly.
yeah.
Violence is never the answer. That's cowardly.
I don't know, man. Violence solves a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
that's your opinion.
It's not my opinion. There's a lot of dead motherfuckers that it solved.
Yeah, their problems are solved.
All of ours.
You know,
I don't know. I just say things.
They're kind of worse, man.
What?
Things are kind of worse now.
It depends
Well,
on who you kill.
I guess. So no, wait. I'm not saying killing anybody. It was just hitting somebody.
I don't know. Hitting people solves stuff.
Oh my god.
Look, the 50s, man. Like, you didn't have women saying things.
Jesus.
Obviously, that's a joke for anybody.
No, it's too late now, dude.
Oh,
we just
no.
lost our one woman viewer.
We just lost our sponsorship from, what do we have? Coffeebrandcoffee.com.
That's it.
And we haven't sold any coffee.
No, that's just a. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
What?
Well, the whole coffee thing. It's like Amway or
Yeah, no, it's not. It's even worse than that. It's fucking, what's the other one?
Oh, so apparently,
Mary Kay or whatever.
I want to see. What
So
what he-
apparently
what
the
he's
reason he-
researching.
Wait.
so the reason he punched
Oh, okay.
Ventura was because
he
Ventura
was gonna
said
call
that the
back
Navy
something like-
SEALs deserved to lose some in the Iraq War.
Oh, well, that sounds
And-
like something he would say.
Yeah, that's a
and-
punchable offense right there.
Yeah.
That does
and
sound like something he would
Chris
say.
Kyle punched him in the face. For that.
Yeah, he had it coming. Don't bad talk our,
So he's-
our
he
military.
I
was
thought you
talking
were.
shit.
I like how you were against violence, and then this. Oh, well, he said something bad about him.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, I was just being devil's advocate. Violence also solves a lot of shit. It's not.
Hey-yo!
It's not for me.
Hey.
I don't.
You're being the devil's advocate.
I don't like violence for myself. Or
All right, I'm not good with my impression. Didn't work,
Look at his hair. He looks like he's ready for his DUI photo.
dude. No,
That
he's,
skull just isn't working.
he looks
man.
like
They need to
he's
do
dressed
something
as
about it.
Doc Brown for Halloween.
He has lost a lot of
Doesn't
weight.
he look like it?
His bulk is
Like he's
gone.
like, Marty, get in the vehicle.
Something
Marty,
about him,
there's something wrong with your kids.
Yes, the government gave him autism. They're all autistic now. Autism. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Tim, you're
I
autistic.
kind of lost my train of thought there. I just saw that picture of him and got me all fucking weirded out.
Oh, hard on?
Yeah,
I
he's-
get it.
Yeah. I didn't know I was into that. Thank you, Kevin.
Hey,
You're like, oh my God, it looks like a penis with a fucking like hair around
I
it.
said that the skullet just does not work, man.
Yeah, it is weird when.
Why grow your hair long when you're bald on top? I'll
That's
never
what my dad.
understand it.
Why?
My,
Yeah.
my dad's that same.
Is
thing.
that right?
But the difference is though he wears a hat all the time. So he's like, I'm still
sure
a rocker.
Jesse does that too.
No, he doesn't. I've never seen him wear a hat.
Yeah,
that
no,
right?
he always.
Oh
he
wait, no,
always-
that's not true. I've seen him a couple times.
Oh,
but
really?
but most of the time, this is what he looks like. He just
Yeah.
fucking goes and just flaunts it.
looks like fucking Nick Nolte after a bender.
Jesus, that guy looks like a piece of work too.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte and Jesse Ventura and the other guy, the really crazy one. Oh my fucking god, the actor that got in a bike accident.
Yeah, that is fucking. His son was in that Bug movie.
I can't remember his fucking name.
What the fuck movie? Or what's his name?
Bug movie?
Yeah.
Which
Buttered sausage. The guy talks about butter sausage all the time, and I could kiss it on the lips.
He's got it right.
Why am I not fucking making the connection?
They had a show, Busey, Gary
Yeah,
Busey.
Gary
Busey.
Gary
and,
Busey.
And,
I'm with
his son,
Busey.
Jake Busey. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake Busey was in
The Bug
fucking
movie.
Bug movie.
You mean Starship Troopers?
Yeah, it's the Bug movie.
That's his son.
The only
Yes.
good bug is a
He
dead
looks
bug.
just like him.
He looks-
That makes sense
he's
now.
got
I was
the
like,
same-
wow, my
He looks
fucking
almost
God.
exactly
They
like
got,
him.
they got exactly the same teeth.
Yes,
We just
they
had to
got-
push a button.
They got the same fucking face and the same fucking buggy eyes.
Holy fucking
Dude,
shit!
Gary
I never knew
Busey's
that.
hilarious.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but it's unintentional.
I know, but
It's because of a
great.
motorcycle accident.
I know.
He was normal
He
before a
was
motorcycle
normal before
accident.
that.
Then after a motorcycle accident,
He went
he's this
nuts.
crazy.
Yeah, he went fucking nuts.
Dude, I saw the weirdest thing. So I saw like some ritzy house today, and I'm there, and what do they have in their front fucking yard? They have a 15-foot tall Ferrari emblem.
Us?
The Ferrari horse.
Why?
I have no idea. I assume because they're Ferrari enthusiasts, but it was like gold. It was like 15-foot tall gold fucking Ferrari emblem.
I think I've been by that place.
Yeah. It's down near the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
But it's weird that you would just have a 15-foot tall emblem of a car.
Well, yeah, it's eccentrics when you got the money.
Well,
Why
and
not?
I think obviously the person's got to be a Ferrari like enthusiast. I know that they had one Ferrari that I saw,
Yeah.
but it was the SUV, and I don't count that.
Yeah.
I don't count something that you would take kids to soccer practice.
Yeah,
in
the
as a
Mercedes
Ferrari.
SUVs too. It's
Those ones are better, at least. What the G wagons or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you call it. but-
Those are good like off road. So that's one of the reasons to like those.
You mean the van thing that they do?
The G wagon.
Because I've seen the Mercedes SUV, and it looks kind of like a Jeep, or it looks kind of like a Land Rover or whatever.
Yeah, G wagon.
Is that what it's called? Huh?
Yeah, those are good off road. It's one of the reasons why you see those in like Middle East conflicts.
Ah.
Yeah. Same thing with Toyota. What is that
Yeah,
one?
the Forerunner or Pre-Runner.
No,
or
it's not.
whatever it is.
It's neither of those. Helix. What is it called?
I don't know, Shane. I don't know what it's called. Toyota.
Common
Terrorist trucks.
terrorist vehicle.
First thing. Let's see what's on the first thing for a common
Hey,
terrorist
good
vehicle.
brand. Good brand.
Man, if
Terrorist
Google
truck.
was
CBS.
if Google was funny, it would be an airplane hitting a tower. ISIS uses Toyota trucks. I think it's a Hilux or something like that.
Oh, that's some 80s shit right there.
Yeah, but they run forever is why.
Yep. Can't fault them for that.
What? Okay. It shows it, but it doesn't fucking tell me. You guys can keep talking. Kevin, you can say a word.
You guys are talking about cars.
Like how it's still fucking...
I don't know much shit about cars.
You don't
He's
have
got
to-
nothing to repeat without someone saying something first.
That's true.
He doesn't know how to talk.
If
unless
either
someone
of us
else
had
does.
laryngitis, the show would fucking die. Kevin would be like,
I know I'm coughing too.
you're like, Kevin, those aren't words.
Right.
Toyota, I think it's a Toyota Hilux.
Well, Google Toyota Hilux.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, Hilux terrorist. And that was actually the first one.
Hilux terrorist.
They should totally market that.
Toyota Hilux terrorist. That's great. Oh man, seriously, that was the first thing that came up after.
They're pretty cool. I think I saw.
I
those
bet it
in,
gets shit gas mileage.
Well, they don't care. It's in the Middle East where all the oil is.
Yeah, their gas
They
is
just
basically free
pump
there.
it straight in. They
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. Like, oh, it can't run on that? Who cares? Fucking
Dig
put
a
it
hole,
in.
you find
Oh,
it.
you're running your entire fuel tank on motor oil? Crude oil directly into the... why not? So it works out, you know. Oh, and back to our earlier conversation about, smoke blowing up the world, right? So in the new Mortal Kombat, Cyrax actually does that. So you can actually, for one of his fatalities, bring Cyrax in, and then he just starts throwing all the bombs everywhere. But the world exploding looks so amazing in this. And you hear, as it starts to explode, whoever you're killing, you can hear them scream in the back, no! And then it just fades away. It's fucking great. Sorry, I had to bring that in. But holding on to that one this whole fucking show.
You had to let
whole
that
show.
one out, didn't you?
Whole show. It was like, it's like...
Great callback, Shane.
It's like when you're holding a balloon and you're just kind of letting the air out. You're like, man, I really want to let all this air out, and you got a pin. You're like, fuck it.
So we talk
Pop
about
that
Russell Brand getting fucking...
No, we haven't. That should have been something we talked about.
You know what I mean? I really don't. Is it some sort of accusation
Okay.
about women, like
So-
rape or
rape,
something?
yeah.
So yeah, and the thing is though, most of them are anonymous. They're not revealing
None of
themselves.
them have gone to the police.
They went straight to the media.
Yeah.
And now...
And made a documentary almost immediately.
made a documentary immediately. And then fucking now, all these video, YouTube... BBC and a bunch of other channels and stuff have removed all of his stuff from their stuff.
Well, they did
Also, the UK government sent a letter to a bunch of these tech companies saying, "Hey, you have
get
to
rid of
remove all of his stuff from
And
your,
the thing
your
is,
sites."
he has been
it's a
saying,
coordinated attack on
he's
the guy.
been saying a lot of things that a lot of people don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been calling out a lot of
Well,
shit.
that's the thing
lately.
too. He kind of announced that this was coming up.
Yeah. He
So
did.
They're going to be.
Well,
they're trying something.
He,
you guys know.
he kept saying you know how you guys said hey, I'm joking around on Reddit or in the comments saying I'm Russell and I didn't commit suicide. You know, that type of shit.
Yeah.
And he he was like, yeah, I'm fucking pissing off a lot of high up people.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
all those days.
when has
That's their pronouns.
When's the last time a government actually told video platforms, say, hey, get rid of this guy?
Well,
or
let's see.
else.
We did have the fucking all the Twitter files.
Yeah, they did the
Yeah.
same thing
So
with
that was a
Trump.
lot of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
That
was
happened a
true.
lot.
But the thing is, I mean, this was just blatantly open.
Yeah, well, I think one of the biggest ones that was blatantly open here was the fucking Hunter Biden laptop.
Yeah, they suppressed that.
That
big
was
time.
fucking wild.
I
The
know.
fact that was actually ran on a real news source, and they were like, no, you can't share this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russian.
And it
Any
was-
of the
Russian-
Yeah, and they
No,
were
it
saying,
wasn't Russian.
well, no, but
No,
they
they
were
said it was-
claiming.
Oh,
it was.
the Russians came.
And
in
it was
did
actually proven because then the fucking photos and shit were leaking all over the
Yeah,
internet.
they were photos of him, 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing cocaine off of his own dick.
That's not. That's not.
I
it.
know.
That's not real. That's not him.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
Like, oh man, Photoshop's getting pretty good. That's definitely fake though.
Right.
It's not him. There's no way that's him.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a video
kinda
of him going, "I'm Hunter Biden.
And
I'm doing illegal things
Yeah.
with this gun I shouldn't
Illegally
have."
purchased.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the way in which, the speed at which this is going, and
It is kind of weird.
It's
Well, with
really
Russell Brand,
crazy.
it's like going on 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
It's not even.
No,
I don't
not
think.
even like
It's
a week.
and a half.
and it's been at breakneck speed. Like they are trying to just destroy this guy.
Yeah.
And like he said, these people never went to court. They didn't go to the police.
Not just that.
They
Some ex-girlfriends have actually come out and ex one night stands
Oh, they'll
and shit like that.
suppress it.
No, they've come out and said that no, he was nothing but a gentleman. Like when I said no, he just said, "Oh, okay."
yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then I mean, of course, you're gonna have people that refute it. And on top of it, look, you're not a monster all the time.
No.
I mean, Cosby most of the time was not raping
Yeah.
people.
Pretty good guy, you know. He
But-
sold Jello.
Yeah,
Quite
and
nicely.
he wore sweaters so very well.
Yeah.
So and these claims, I guess, are 13, 15 years old. You
Yeah.
know, and so
Where
it's
it's a lot easier to be murky on details.
absolutely. So it's like, okay, this happened back then. Why the fuck didn't you do anything about it then?
Yeah.
Like,
And when did he quit taking drugs? Because that was his sobriety was.
Yeah.
I
like
think
a
it was
big
after
thing.
his separation with what's her name, Katy Perry.
Yeah,
I think
because then
after
that's
they-
when he
yeah,
started really
that's-
changing,
yeah,
and
he-
he's
he
become
went
a
more
totally different
political,
guy. Yeah,
yeah.
Not just political, but he also kind of stepped away from doing a lot of movies.
Yeah, he
and
stopped
shit.
That's true.
acting.
Yeah.
yeah. And now he does the video stuff full time, pretty much.
Yeah, well, and he
now.
went
Yeah.
from having like nobody following him really, like maybe 100,000 people or whatever. He's now up to like almost 7 million
Yeah,
followers,
He's got
and
huge.
that's
What better way? Make
but
him
that's-
infamous.
But I think that's also why they're
I
coming
think that's
at
why
him
they're
so
attacking
hard.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and because like we were
This
saying,
conspiracy
he's been-
corner,
he's been-
conspiracy
look,
corner.
He's been fucking dropping
Kevin's
bombs,
conspiracy corner.
truth bombs like crazy, exposing a lot of shit. And
All on Nagasaki, all of them.
Well, and the thing is too is like now it's not a conspiracy because now we know for a fact the UK government has been trying to get him shut down from all these things. All these
Well,
different
but we don't
media
know for a fact
corporations
that
are going after
we
him.
don't know for a fact that the allegations are not true.
Well, I know that's
So
true.
you can't say that for
However-
a fact it's a conspiracy.
No, I'm saying a conspiracy to shut him down.
Yeah, government
That-
should have.
no,
it-
that's
it
not a
should have me
conspiracy.
playing hustle.
That's actually happening. Like Rumble showed the letter that the UK government sent
And Rumble
them.
was probably like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, that's what they
Yeah.
did. They were like, "Go fuck, go, get fucked." They
Yeah.
aren't
Excuse
going to
me
do
a
it.
moment.
That's one of the reasons why I don't hate Rumble.
I like Rumble.
It's because they're like, no, let people just say what they want,
Yeah.
and if you don't like it, you can comment on it and say that they're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Or you don't have to watch them.
That would be another option. I mean, it was like our conversation that I was talking about Howard Stern show, right? Because I just got a new vehicle, and it came with Sirius for a bit, and
Yeah, you get that like month of a trial. Or
yeah.
whatever for
Well,
it.
now they have an extension that I can get it for another 3 months
Yeah.
for free, I guess. Which I might do just to see what other shows are on there. But it's the same thing with that. Like, you listen to that. I mean, like, and he was one of the people that they were trying to take down at one point too.
Sure.
Like the FCC at one point before he went to satellite was fucking on him like crazy.
Yeah.
Clearwater was the channel that he was on, and Clearwater out of Florida is where he got basically axed from like regular terrestrial radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he was pissing off like higher ups in that area.
Talking about Stern.
Stern.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he ended up getting fucking.
Well, dude, back in the day, man, he
Taken
was
down.
really like he was a fucking
Well, he had.
rabble rouser.
He had.
man. Like,
So you know how, like that's why the comparison of Joe Rogan to Howard Stern from back then is
Yeah.
pretty accurate.
I agree.
Because Howard Stern would have on a daily basis like 10 million listeners, which is crazy numbers, right?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan gets 10 million downloads per episode.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's taken over that mantle as king of all media, essentially.
Definitely.
And
they've tried to come after him,
they tried
too.
coming after him for
Like
ivermectin.
shit. Which now,
I like that
by
he
the
brings
way,
them on his show. It's like, let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
by the way, now the CDC and all these other groups are now admitting that yes, ivermectin does work if you use it early on when you get COVID.
Well, not just that. This is the part that pissed me off the most about
Same
the
with
ivermectin.
hydroxychloroquine.
Well, this is the part that pissed me off the most about the whole ivermectin thing was people going, no, it's a veterinarian medicine.
Yeah, it's a horse dewormer.
It's a medicine that the guy that made it won a fucking Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Because it works so fucking well on people.
Absolutely, they use it for things like river blindness.
Yes, it's been
and
used.
Other things.
It's been used like 10 billion times or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a lot of negative side effects.
And you know why the media went after it so hard? Because Pfizer and the other vaccine makers would not make as much money off
It's
the
not
COVID
just
vaccine
that. So here's one
if
of
there
the
was a cheaper alternative.
it's not just that. One of the things about the emergency it's the
the emergency. I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Sorry.
emergency activation use or some
Yeah,
weird shit. I
basically
don't remember what the name of it was.
What gave them the ability to rush the
Yeah.
vaccine?
So that if there was in that emergency act, if there are other alternatives to take, they can't go through with it. So it's one reason to shut down everything.
Right. Yeah. You can't get it pushed through if something else is available. They
Yeah.
did that on wasn't that
Coviv?
that one movie.
I know I spelled it wrong.
What movie?
It was kind of similar to what happened with the Outbreak.
Was it called Outbreak?
Was it called Outbreak?
It was probably called Outbreak.
Matt Damon?
Yes, it's Outbreak.
Yeah. Same thing.
And the Dustin Hoffman.
Wait. What?
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman. He's one of the
Oh yeah,
doctors.
he was
the army doctor.
right. And wasn't
think his wife dies.
Oh my God. Was it Hoffman?
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman. Yeah, he was in it.
Oh, it was the Emergency Use Authorization
Yes,
Act.
Emergency Use Authorization Act. So with that act, if there's an alternative that you can use before going to this extreme measure,
Oh, yeah,
then
you're
you
right.
have
Okay.
to use the alternative
You have to
first
use the alternative.
until you find out that that doesn't work. And so immediately just go, well, that doesn't work because we've already said yes to the authorization. Because they already had at that point.
Yes, they did.
And so everything that came out after that, they're like, yeah, it doesn't work. Fuck you.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Fuck you.
So it just shows.
Doesn't work. Fuck you. Thanks,
so
Kevin.
Right there. So we've got
Kevin
all
on
these-
point.
So we've got all these
He
instances.
said all these
Instances.
Yes.
instances.
Of the government and
the fuck was
institutions lying their fucking asses off to the public.
Institution is.
Well, yeah, but that's a tale as old as time, man. That's always going to be apparent.
Doesn't make it right.
No, of course not. And then you got back
And
to
then they
brand.
turn around. And,
Brand's exposing it, and what's going to happen?
That's the one thing.
And that's why
they're
I'm curious
coming
why
after
it
Brand.
hasn't happened to Rogan yet, though. I mean, I'm sure they've
They've tried.
tried.
They've tried it numerous times.
But
They
that's
had
what's going to
CNN.
happen with
Yeah.
with
Remember when
Russell Brand. It's going to blow him up.
That's what it's doing.
Yeah.
It's getting,
Well,
giving
that's
it
why
more
they went
attention.
with a sexual thing here
Yeah.
on Brand because that's a lot harder. That's a scarlet letter,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Versus
And it's almost
Rogan
impossible
said that
to prove
fucking
or unprove.
what is it? Ivermectin's good.
Right.
Nobody cares.
No, I'm sure he's out on a lot of fucking shit.
Yeah, but
Oh, well,
what
he
I'm saying
has.
though is their attacks on him were a much lesser thing.
Yeah.
Like if they attacked Rogan saying that like he was a pedophile, they'd be like, that would be a bigger thing. That
Right.
would be something that people would be like, fuck that guy, let's get him out of here.
Yeah.
Versus he took ivermectin because his doctor said to take it. What a terrible person.
Right.
You know. So yeah, but one of the things that CNN did is they took Rogan got COVID, right? He's never had any of the fucking vaccines or anything like that. But he got COVID, and it was like third day in after him taking all this stuff that he was, taking. He was also getting like, what is that? He had some cell stuff that he
Yeah.
was getting. But he had like 3 or 4. I mean, he's got the means to do this
Right.
thing,
Well,
right?
it was like monocloidal
Yeah.
antibodies or something
Monocaloric
like that.
something,
Yeah.
something. I'm butchering it.
I know,
Something.
yeah.
Monoclonal antibodies?
I think
I think
that's
what it was. But anyway, he was
It
getting.
was monoclonal antibodies.
No, you said it wrong. I probably did too, but who cares?
Yep, you're right. Monoclonal antibodies.
Oh, okay, I said it right. Fuck you, Tim.
No, you said colonial.
No,
You
I said colonel.
Colonial
Colonel?
antibodies.
Yeah.
Is that
Yes,
so that you
they
won't-
were
is
British.
that-
They
is
all
that-
just stood in a line.
Is that so you won't
They're
kill
like, "Oh,
off all
man."
the Incas?
COVID got all of them because they fight terribly, and it was guerrilla warfare. But no, he took something that people actually can take, and CNN took. He put up a reel, I think, on Instagram saying how he was feeling better after only like 2 days or whatever it was. And CNN took the
Yeah.
video and then edited the video in such a way to make him lose color,
To make him look sickly.
to make him look sick.
It's so
And,
fucked
and,
up.
and CNN's like, we never did that. And Joe put it on his show like, these are the 2 videos. This is mine unedited. This is yours edited. And they still say that, no, that didn't happen.
Of course not.
And they also still say that they've never said anything about Joe Rogan taking
Horse dewormer.
horse dewormer.
Even though
that was like their main headlines.
yeah, and there's like edits on YouTube where people have cut up the CNN and stuff videos where it shows them all saying that
Well,
shit.
he brought one of the guys onto his show and said, "Why
Yeah.
did you say that?"
yeah, that was
and the guy
what was
Sanjay Gupta,
Yeah.
the doctor guy that they have on CNN.
And Gupta actually came across as a guy that was like a lot less complicit
yeah,
because he was like, look, I mean, now he looked bad when Joe questioned him on the whole, like, how come you didn't stand up because you're a fucking doctor, like, and say,
Yeah, he tried
hey,
dodging it the whole time.
Yeah, he
and
did
Joe's
try
like,
dodging.
No,
a
you're
lot
not
of
going to
it.
dodge this.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
Yeah,
That's one thing I've liked about Joe Rogan is he doesn't pussyfoot around too much. You know.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely episodes
He's
where I'm
long-winded.
like, why didn't you ask that?
I'll give him that. He's long-winded about a lot of stuff, and there's some crazy things that he goes off on tangents
Sure.
about.
Yeah, of course. We
and
do
he's
the same.
always been
It's
like
fun.
that.
That's
Yeah,
Tangents are fun.
well, he usually maintains a good ribbon throughout the show.
Well, we're
though.
terrible at
Yeah,
that.
we do not do that at all.
We just first off, we pull one thread and we're like, where'd the shirt go?
See what happens. All of a sudden, I got a
So-
finger in my
oh,
eye.
the shirt's on fire. Okay,
Like, how did we end up here? This is Guatemala. It's probably another one of Kevin's crazy alien stories.
Whose
Why
cum
is this
this?
lady boy underneath me?
Well, Kevin, that's because that's just a weekend for you.
Yeah, that's a Saturday, bud.
Depends on what part of the country or the world I'm in.
I saw something. Somebody was attacking people because they said that word, ladyboy, and I was like, what?
Oh my God, they're going to try to cancel that.
It was so weird, and then I was like, okay, now I'm curious as to what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh my God.
Well, then there's people in there going, look, that's what they call themselves, and they're
Well,
like, no,
yeah.
it's because white people went over there and said that,
Well,
and that's why they say
I
it.
heard something about
like,
them
who
trying
cares?
to cancel Eskimo.
What? Why?
The word Eskimo?
Yeah, they're going to say they're trying to say that is a derogatory
They call themselves that.
Yeah, that's what they are.
What?
Eskimos. But that's now considered a derogatory comment.
Dude, I swear
we
Westerners
kinda
are so fucking
Eskimos?
stupid.
Yeah.
I knew you'd get that. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Westerners are so fucking stupid. It's like we don't understand
Yeah, there's
anything outside America.
There's
or,
so many countries that just laugh every time they're like, wait, why is that news?
yeah.
They're like, what? You guys don't know what boys and girls are now?
Yeah.
Must be fucking nice, America.
The West
that's the
is
thing.
fucking.
That's
a
how you know
laughingstock.
things aren't terrible, because we have the dumbest fucking conversations in the world.
Well, yeah.
Our conversations
Didn't
are...
Louis C.K. point that out? You know,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said something like, oh, now today they're cutting people's heads off.
Yeah. No, he had one of the best bits about like fucking flying on an airline, and this is one of the first flights with like internet access on a plane, and like 2 minutes in they're like, yeah, we don't have it, and then you hear everybody bitching about it and fucking whining, and he's like, you guys didn't even know this existed until just now. The fuck is wrong with you people?
Bullshit.
Yeah, and he said it like that. This is fucking bullshit. I love the way he says shit like that.
I'm
God,
glad
that
he's
dude's-
making a comeback.
Yeah,
That guy is
yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Dude, he had some of the
great.
best.
His show was incredible.
bits.
I loved his show. Did you
The
watch that?
Louie.
Yeah.
I never
Louie was
watched it.
awesome.
Oh, I loved
I-
it, man.
I missed the show that he had called Lucky Louie.
That was good too.
Lucky Louie
Yeah.
was an HBO show, but
Was it like sketch comedy or
no,
something?
no.
like
It
that?
was like the other show, but
Oh.
like with a way lower budget. You could tell these are all sets. Like every time
Oh,
they walked in somewhere, you're like, I am expecting one of the walls to kind
I
of
got
shake
you.
a bit. So I mean, it looked like it was trying to be super low budget, but have an actual show, and it was funny. Like Jim Norton was one of his best friends.
Yeah, he was in the original.
Yeah,
well,
so
not the original. He was in Louis as well.
he was one of his best friends. I can't remember the black dude's name, the neighbor across the street. Him and his wife,
I
and
don't
that
remember.
always became something like there was like Lou would say something kind of racist, and then it would become like this thing, like an underlying theme. Like him and his writing partner starred in it. The chick that was his writing partner at the time. I can't remember her name.
Pamela Adlon.
Yeah, there we go.
She played his wife.
Yeah.
In,
Yep.
Was it Lucky Louie?
Lucky
Yeah,
Louie.
yeah.
And so
She's hilarious too.
Yes, and well, I mean that's been one of his writing partners for forever. Now they don't.
She's the voice of Bobby on King of the Hill.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hated King of the Hill.
I know. I'm just pointing it out. That
Yeah,
she's
she was
the
in
voice
Louis
of-
too. She was his love interest in Louis.
Yeah, but
Oh, okay, yeah.
they don't get along anymore, I guess.
Oh, hey, the neighbor is Jerry Minor.
That guy was fucking great. Oh, that guy was great too. Those were
Mike Haggerty.
These were
Yeah.
all the like friends that he would see outside the home
Yep.
and outside the apartment complex. But it was such a fucking good show. It only had one season because it just didn't get the
Yeah.
views that it
was
needed.
great.
But yeah. And then, I wanted to watch the FX show, but I was like, it's not going to have all the things that should be in
Yeah,
a
the
Louis
HBO
CK.
one was definitely more adult.
Yeah,
you know.
they said some fucked up stuff.
Oh
in it,
yeah, they did.
but it was so good. What are you
Well,
doing?
he came out with that on the Louis show. He had one of the best lines that I love. As he goes with Pamela Adlon, whatever her character's name is, and they go out to a restaurant or something, or like a deli. And she's like, I hear it's really good. I was like, well, let's try it out. So they sit down and eating. She's like, well, what do you think? He's like, I can't wait to shit this out so I can eat it again.
Oh, her name was Pamela in that. The character.
Yeah. Yeah, that line right there I've wanted to use so many times because that's just a fucking hilarious way to explain how good food is.
Yeah, no, I think he's definitely still one of the best comics.
Yeah, he's fucking great.
incredible. Yeah.
Oh, he had Ricky Gervais play Dr. Ben on that.
Yeah, he fingers him in that episode. It's so fucking funny. He goes
Well,
into the
like-
doctor's office, and Gervais is like, "All right, you know the drill." He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And it's like, "Does it hurt when I do this?" He's like, "No." And he's got his finger in his ass, and then Ricky starts fingering him. How about now? It's like, "Oh, you sick fuck."
And he's probably doing it as a joke.
That's exactly it.
That sounds like a character that he would. Because I haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
that sounds like a character that they would want him to play as.
Yeah, Ricky. You know,
Yeah.
Ricky was the doctor. And
Well, I even liked it.
what
when-
about now?
I
He's
even-
great too, man.
I even liked
Sick
it.
fuck.
I even liked it when they worked on the movie The Invention of Lying
I never
together.
seen it.
Oh,
That's
I
a
saw
fucking
that.
awesome
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Oh wait, I've seen bits of that one.
It's
yeah,
so good.
And he's schlubby in that one. Louis C.K. is schlubby as fuck.
and
in
he's
that.
like super depressed about life
Yeah.
and everything, but he doesn't really. He's just like whatever, you know.
Yeah,
things
I remember seeing bits and pieces of that one.
Yeah, that movie's fucking cool because the whole invention of lying is like his mom's dying and he's the first person to say, no, you go to a great place like up in the sky and you get a big house and everybody's there that you loved that died before you. So he invents heaven in front of people and nobody's ever heard a lie before, ever. So the doctor hears it and they're like, wait, what? We didn't know about this. And so now he's able to just lie and he becomes this like rich, successful person from it.
Isn't there a scene where like with Jennifer Garner in it?
Yes, she's in it.
Yeah, she's talking about how she was just masturbating and not
because
expecting-
everyone's straight up with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, there's no lies spoken at all. Yeah,
No.
I think I get the premise
It's
of it.
actually a pretty good premise, pretty good movie.
Yeah.
We should call the end of the show because we always do this, the nostalgia corner, because we just go back and talk about things we've
Talk
seen
about
or
old
done.
shit.
We would do that pretty much throughout the whole show. I think that's our ribbon is nostalgia.
Yeah, we do it well.
Yeah.
Video games, all
Video
that.
games are-
Yeah, we get nostalgic about that a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Old movies.
I need to practice this special cancel on for Smoke. That's so good.
Oh, the video game character.
Yeah.
From Mortal Kombat.
Dude, it's such a fucking cool move.
I'm gonna call it Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
I'm not even gonna give you the T
Kombat.
on that. I'm just going Mortal Kombat.
Why?
Just to fuck with you.
Why?
Because it's only as good as Mortal Kombat.
Fine. What is your stupid fucking game called?
It's fucking awesome.
Faggots in
is what it-
space?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? That's pretty accurate too. There's this one character that just wants a piece of me the whole fucking time. This short bearded, kind of like a cowboy type hick.
What the fuck are you
Yeah, I'm
saying?
not even kidding you, dude. Like,
Tim's like, no, and we have
So they
sex.
still
gives you
got
the-
cowboys in space.
it gives you the opportunity to flirt with him. Like, really,
Actually,
really, I'm gonna
you
flirt with
saying
him.
that weird shit? Cowboys are now coming to Magic the Gathering.
What?
They're gonna do a cowboy
As well, they
set.
should.
They're out of ideas,
Dude.
man.
It's so weird. You're gonna see like all the characters that you liked, and they're all gonna be dressed with like, but instead of 6 shooters, they have wands or something.
So what, they're gonna have Doc Holliday with fucking
Yeah.
like magic wands and
Instead of tuberculosis, it's gonna be something else. You know, he'll have like, I can't remember my name because I have a spell on me.
Oh, Magic the
Yeah.
Gathering. Yeah.
No, I meant Magic. Like Penn and Teller. Yeah, they're cowboys
Yeah.
now.
I was gonna say that sounds kind of cool.
Wizards of the
Cowboy
Coast is
magicians.
out of
Fuck
ideas.
yeah.
They just say
Do
yeehaw
do
a
a
lot.
Harry Potter series on that shit. That'd be fucking sick.
Abraca yeehaw! I'll pull a handkerchief out of your ear. You're like, okay, cool. Thanks, dude. Oh, wait. You guys don't like being called dude, do you?
No way, dude.
We don't want to be dude. Nobody
Not
want to be
since
Are we
called.
Somebody
calling it now?
bombed
Or
all
just
the
kind of
dude
fizzling
ranches.
out here?
We're fizzling out, man. Let us fizzle out.
I
We
got
are
a
the
video game to fucking
We're
play,
the
man.
last sparkler in the
Fizzle!
box,
You know
Tim.
how it is.
The last sparkler in the box, and we are fucking on
We're
empty.
trying it, dude. We're trying it. Thank you, guys.
yeah.
Check out Velvet.
Wait.
Alley.
Before we check out Velvet Dash Alley, check this podcast out. Fucking give us a like, subscribe, follow, fucking comment, do
Yeah,
something.
Give us some feedback, if anything, please, and tell your friends and your family and your children.
Take it away.
Yeah, velvet-alley.com. Go enjoy their toys. Check them out.
And go to Coffee Brand Coffee. Use the coupon code GPS1 and get 5% off your purchase. Amazing coffee.
Kevin, I'm actually thinking about just purchasing it. So you go, oh, dude, we got one.
Hey, guess what? We got 30 cents.
I know, and then I return it because I'm like, no, fuck you guys.
They should put the ads at the beginning instead of the end.
I've already said we should do fucking after the show, just do ad spots.
Yeah.
And then you can splice them in anywhere. Anyway, thank you for listening to me yelling at Kevin at the end. Goodbye. I don't know where Tim's going. Who the fuck knows?
He's
That's
done.
Tim.